in this part, we'll explore the perspectives of professional reviewers regarding the movie. We'll examine feedbacks from platforms like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, Letterboxd, etc., etc., etc. So, as of the day we're filming, which is the 14th of April 2024, the movie is rated at a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes
Damn.
from the professional reviewers and 94% audience score, which is really high for a movie. So,
Yeah.
that says a lot. So, Cass, what's your first review?
All right. The review that I have says, listen to the "What's Up Danger" scene while driving on the freeway and ended up getting pulled over for breaking 130 mph in a 770 mph zone. And the reason why I chose that review is again because of the soundtrack, like we talked about
Mm-hmm.
it before. Like it is so good. I don't know how they did it. I don't know was going on in the studios, but it
Mm-hmm.
was really good. Like it made, I don't know about you, but for me, the movie, I mean, the soundtrack is one of the things that really drew me in.
I really love Dutch soundtrack too. I think because of the fact that I was a bit like overwhelmed, the soundtrack like brought me back, and then it was really interesting. So yeah, I understand what you mean. What's your second review?
It says, "Oh wow, someone with money remembered cinema is an form." Sorry. And
Mm-hmm.
I really like this review because for me, I said it before, but I'll say it again. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is like one of the greatest of our
Mm-hmm.
generation. It has practically everything that you can ask for in a movie. Like it has
Mm-hmm.
humor, it has sadness, it has music, it has great visuals, it has good
Mm-hmm.
characters. Yeah, it has character development.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I really appreciate the movie, and you can tell
Mm-hmm.
how much thought was put into making the movie.
So my second review goes with like the third, so I'll say both at the same time. They're not really long. The first person said not good. Not good. Distracting, inconsistent graphics, lazy dialogue, predicting plot. The second person said fantastic but possibly overwhelming. And I put the two together because for me when I started it, like I said, I really went like blind. So it was just really overwhelming and it was distracting because I was trying to follow, but then like it was like all over the place sometimes because of like
Yeah.
the lights and then the way that the graphic was done. So I was like, oh damn. But then like as the movie progressed, my opinion of it progressed too. So that's why I like put the two together because the first one gave the movie a 1 out of 10 and the second one gave the movie a 10 out of 10. Yet they still mostly say the same thing, you know? Like I would say the dialogue and everything is not included, but like if we talk about the graphics and the distractedness, they both said the same thing, yet they both have like had different like um let's say at different conclusions on the movie. And I feel like for me that's exactly like what I thought. I thought it was a bit too distracting, but yeah, it was really good. So for me it's still like a really good movie, but I don't know, it was like special.
Yeah, I have one. Well, the last thing is not really a review in itself. It's like you. It's multiple reviews that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
That I really, cuz a lot of the reviews they're almost all like positive or they all
Mm-hmm.
give like high ratings. So I
Yeah.
wanted to see what people who didn't like it wanted had to say. And I
Yeah.
was really sad when I found out that literally half of the reviews said, "Oh, it's made for kids. I don't understand why people like it so
Oh.
much. Oh, it's a cartoon. It's not supposed like." And I really hate
Oof.
that narrative so
Yeah.
much. Like, there was someone, I'm not gonna read the review because it's really long, but it was someone that basically was saying, "Oh, I went to see the movie with my toddler, and I found
Mm-hmm.
it disgusting that there were so many grown people." Like, what do you mean? And she was saying like how she didn't like the movie because it's a cartoon. And I'm like,
Wow.
excuse me? And I think it's
Wow.
very sad that there are some people who literally limit their like open mindedness just
Mm-hmm.
because, oh, they associate something with something else. Like it's
Yeah.
not always like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I just think it was really sad. And none of the reviews really had like good criticism, so I didn't want to take any of them. But it's just the, oh, it's a cartoon made for kids,
Mm-hmm.
not good then. I really
Yes,
don't
I
like that.
agree. Yes, I agree. Well, I mean, like I said, when I went into I'm not like a big cartoon person, so when I went into the movie, I didn't know what was happening, but
Yeah,
if you just watch the first like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you can see that it's not made for kids.
exactly. Like,
It's like the people that say anime is made for kids because it's like, drawing and everything. It's not made for kids. Like
yeah.
literally not made for kids. Okay, so that was it for second segment. Let's go on to the third.
So for the third segment, we each had to pick a character in the movie that we think deserved an Oscar. So it doesn't necessarily have to be to the actor, or like, I mean, in this case it would be voice actor for the character. It can just be the character itself because they give an outstanding performance.
Mhm.
So yeah, this next segment is called The Oscar Goes to. So for me, my Oscar, it goes to, it may be a surprise, it may be, normal, but it goes to Miles Morales.
Really?
Yeah, it goes
Okay.
to him. Um, Especially because of the concept of like having great expectations. I chose him as a character because of, there isn't very much like this big of like a character, I can't say that word, development. I really like how, as a character, he really portrays like what a teenager or like the ideal Spider-Man would be. For me,
Mm-hmm.
obviously everybody is different, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What about you?
Yes, me. Well, actually, I was gonna add something on Miles. I really think that like he's really good at like I don't know, well rounding all the Spider-Man universe for me. Yeah, so for me, like I agree, Miles is really like the character in the movie and like he's the main one, so why not?
Yeah,
But I went a different route because I thought like the bad characters needed some praise
agreed.
too. So I went with Peter B. Parker. Because
Mm,
honestly, I feel like he helped Miles become what he became a lot.
yeah,
Because the thing is, it's true. In the beginning, he really didn't want to help Miles with a lot. Like he really felt like tired, didn't want to be a Spider-Man. But I felt like he was like a big father figure to Miles, and even like in some sense, I feel like he replaced a bit of like the guidance that Miles's uncle gave him, and it
yeah,
was like a different type of like guidance that I felt really interesting. And also like the fact like he was a likable character, funny,
yeah,
realistic even, because he was flawed. He was a Spider-Man superhero, but he was flawed, and you could see like their struggles. And I read up at one point that like this Peter Parker that died in Miles' universe
yes.
is like a slightly younger version of like Peter B. Parker. And
Mm,
they said if Peter in Miles' universe didn't die, he would become like Peter B. Parker,
I
like most
see.
likely like Peter B. Parker. And I feel like that was really an interesting take. So yeah, and also Peter like Parker, the one that died in Miles' universe, wanted to give Miles some guidance. So I feel like it
Yes.
was just passed on. So for me, he was the character that like had a big growth, and I would give the Oscar to.
All right. So let's move on to the next. For the last segment, we yet again had to pick a character, but this time it has to be a character that we think as ourselves would be able to portray at a high level. In this case, it would most likely be the voice, but let's say for some, by some weird way, we become cartoon characters or like animated characters, and we were going to be in those universes and we had to pick them. So yes.
I didn't go with someone that I would portray if I was in the universe. I just went with
Yes.
someone that I would like to be the voice actor too.
Okay. Who?
Do you think you can guess?
I don't
It's
know.
hard. This one is hard.
Is it Spider Noir?
Nope.
Oh.
I thought about it, but no.
Oh. Okay. Is it one of the spiders?
Well, you have to guess which
Okay.
one. There have a lot of spiders.
Is it, oh, I forgot her name. But the one in anime style.
No,
No?
it's not spider. Okay, well,
Oh,
I can
okay.
tell you.
Yeah.
I went with Dr. Olivia
Oh,
Octavius. Yes, because I
ooh,
thought it would be nice to, voice act a villain. And
yeah.
I feel like she had like I don't know, a character arc that I found interesting, and I was just like, it would be nice to like immerse myself in like her, because I felt like she had like a motive to what she's doing, but yet she was like a good villain. So for
Yes.
me, she would be someone that I would like to voice act if I could. And if it wasn't for Dr. Octavius, it would be Prowler, the Prowler,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is Aaron's uncle, because why not? I wanted to try a villain this time, I guess, for a voice actor.
I can see it.
And you, I think I
Uh,
could guess. I
is
think I
can
could
you
guess.
try to guess?
Is it Spider Ham?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's actually there's only one reason why, okay? I
Mhm.
am an advocate for animated movies, okay? I will
Mhm.
defend it like my life depends on it. And at some point towards the end, there's like one of the like villains from some other universe. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get beaten up by a silly cartoon." And then Peter Parker was like, "Oh, you got a problem with cartoons?" And he absolutely demolishes him, okay?
Mhm.
And yeah, that's the only reason why I picked him, because I don't like when people, they put animated movies aside or say that it's
Mhm.
bad just because it's animated, or it cannot be
Yeah.
good because it's a cartoon. Like,
Mhm.
no, it can be. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I would while I was watching the movie and I was like trying to try find a character that I'd play. The like Spider Ham didn't cross my mind, but I was like, this character, I'm pretty sure 95% Kiss will decide to go with.
And you were
And
right.
yeah. Okay, so that was it for the episode today, guys. We hope that you enjoyed listening to it. We hope that you found it interesting, and that if you never seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you'll give it a try, because it's really, really, really a good movie. And if you get overwhelmed in the beginning, just know that 15 minutes in, you'll get used to it. And the soundtrack is really good. So, well, with that being said, see you next time.
And how many spiders do you think would need to bite you in order to become Spider Man? See you at the movies.
Bye.
Bye.